Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. He go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun Diary politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not the off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Can in the touchlight every corner, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day, dollar just they get it higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind, but thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun Diary politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not they off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Maiyegun Diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Poor man picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make you shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun Diary politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This man not the off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Aha. Now you not done here. All these bad politicians, then we call themselves politicians. When they thief our money, we no want to make the common man get what he supposed get for this country. And I never hear something. Now go hear one. Maiyegun, you go show na.
Hello there. Good afternoon to you, good morning to you, good evening to you from wherever you are watching from. And yes, this is Maiyegun live. So you can help me share this broadcast. Yeah, share it. Invite your friends, invite your not so friendly friends and tell them Maiyegun today. Sorry, I'm having issue with my music. So bear with me. Yeah, share the broadcast. I'm doing the same as we speak.
We're looking at the last week of but now that it is, you remember then we're using our own timetable to.
Yeah, I think I might have found
Friday
it.
of the last Friday of But now, yeah, now that I'm getting with a new team, you know what I mean. So it's probably going to be the last day as well. Of course, something to do on the 24th to.
Anyway, thank you, by the way. So I'm doing the same, sharing the broadcast, and then yeah, we will continue in a short while.
Come
I finally figured it out.
Godfatherism, kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Maiyegun diary. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o, kẹ́gọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Àní Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun diary. Àní ẹ̀sùn Saraki. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé.
Ṣàlàfíà ni o.
Saraki. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn Saraki. Maiyegun ti dé.
Àgọ́ ilé fìyà.
Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn Saraki. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn Saraki.
Thank you very much. Yeah, let me give you an update. What I am going to call the announcements, just while we wait for everybody to join us on this broadcast tonight. There's a lot to catch up on, by the way. I've got so much to share with you. If you have that time with me, share the broadcast and invite others, if you can, while you are settling down. So let's call it announcements, okay, to start with. Tomorrow is a very, very crucial day on what we are doing as our own diaspora intervention. So today, the legal firm that we want to put together to take up this challenge for us on Oloye Sunday Igboho to start with, this legal team, they have accepted to take up the challenge for us, just so you know. And they have also named their prize. Okay, so all of these are going to be discussed with Oloye and the Oloye's representatives. That is Oloye Sunday Igboho and his representatives tomorrow, including myself, because I'll be the one to pay them. Abi, I'll be the one to pay them. So yeah, and also on our own investigative private investigator. Tomorrow as well, I am also going to receive detailed, what do you call it? Their detailed, how should I put it? Work ethic or something like that. No, let me find another word. What they want to do, okay? And what they want us to do before they jump into the ship and go into Benin Republic and do some digging for us on this case. Tomorrow is also very crucial on that. We're going to make a decision on that as well tomorrow. So I want to say that to you today, and we'll ask some at some point before we go on the program tonight. Okay, please let me know if you can hear me loud and clear, by the way. Before I continue talking, then realize that I've been talking to myself. Okay, so that is on Oloye Sunday Igboho. And also, mind you, also as we speak right now, I have received a total of 23,174 pounds. If you change that to Nigerian naira using my regular exchange rate, the same one, you know that when we want to pay anyone that is not here in the UK, we have to pay them in the currency they earn in Nigeria. If we are paying them in Nigeria, if we are paying them in Benin Republic, we have to pay them in the currency they earn. In all of this, I have to do.
Ìgbárè tó gbárè mi ṣe baálé agbọ́n mi, kọ́ńkọ́rẹ́ tó kọ́ńkọ́rẹ́ mi ṣe baálé odò. Ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú rẹ̀ dámú orílẹ̀-èdè tẹ̀síwájú. Ẹ dìbò ẹgbẹ́ Green Party of Nigeria (GPN) fún ìdàgbàsókè orílẹ̀-èdè ẹni. Ẹgbẹ́ GPN rí kẹ́ máa tẹ̀ka wọn o. Nítorí kánsẹ́lọ̀ títí dé ipò ààrẹ fún ààbò rẹ̀ péye ọ̀nà rẹ̀ jágeere. Mímú ìdàgbàsókè.
Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Maiyegun ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́run sọ ẹ̀ bàjẹ́ lẹ́bù. Lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ sá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù.
Ògùn gidi ọmọ ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn ẹ gbà á.
Àlèrí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sí mọ́bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀gọ̀lọ́mọ Bádéró tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti jọba lórí àbínú ẹ̀ ni.
Okay, I think I fixed it. I'm so sorry about that. I've got so many music on my. That was the day of a Green Party. You remember? That was when I was like, trying to think that we could do something with the people, feeling like maybe if they had an alternative, they would not have to queue behind PDP, APC. And we did so fine well, but it was the people that caused the Oyawa at the end of the day. They ended up having to go and, mobilize for PDP and APC. Long story. So people did jingles, they did music for us. I have all of them on my phone. So there are so many. I think one of them just bumped into our broadcast. Sorry about that. So let us continue. Now, on that, if you change the money right now, you will say we have something around 17 million naira. So with what they have quoted me so far, and the timeline of how we are going to do it, and the whole thing, I will say this to all of you, right? Even though we haven't met our targets, our total, our total raised fund as we speak right now stands somewhere around 27,100 or so, yeah. Which means that we are still about far away from our, our goal. But with what we have, we can actually push not only the legal case in Benin, not only that we can hire investigator privately that is going to help us, not only that we can also get their media involved and put this in front of all of their media in Nigeria, in Benin, in Togo, in everywhere we want to get to. With what we have right now, we can do that. With what we have, we can even reach out to those who are also suffering from their involvement and open allegiance to Yoruba nation and their association with Oloye Sunday Igboho. So with what we have, we can even reach out to them moderately and we'll see have change in millions, just so you know what I'm talking about. I'm saying that if all what they have presented to me right now, even if we pay out 10 million naira to cover all we want to do for the next 3, 4, 5 months, what I'm saying to you is that what we have raised so far, we will see have change. So that's what we have achieved. Yes, that's what we have achieved. And I'm so proud of us. I am so proud of all of you, the members of the Temple of Truth. Some love to call us the TOT members, the brethren. So relax, calm. The battle is about to start, like I said. And it's going to be so massive. Yeah, you're going to feel it. Everybody's going to feel it. In this regard, we are now good to go. But like I told you before anything is finally pushed and all that, it will be discussed with Igboho himself. And I am also calling on few witnesses because this is the moment I'm going to, I'm not the one that's going to go to any court. I'm not the one that's going to go to Benin Republic and investigate. I'm not the one that's going to talk to people out there. I am not the one who is going to be on the face of the media out there. Some people are going to do it. And if we have what they need to do their job, it is now my own job, okay, to moderate that. And so far, so good. Even if we spend 10 million naira, which is going to be in space of another 4-5 months, no joke, we will still have change in millions. Do you understand? That is what I wanted you to know that we have achieved. And look at this guy. You remember when they attacked Oloye Sunday Igboho's house recently, yeah? And this young man was killed, Kokoro. They call him, his name is Shakiru, I believe, and they call him Kokoro Igboho, right? So when the auxiliary boys, when they got to Igboho's house, for God knows their intention or what their intention was, there are people living in Igboho's house, so maybe I should let you all know, okay? Even though Igboho is not in, and there are people who have been there trying to protect the place, okay? So one of them is this guy, So when these thugs in Ibadan, Kabiru, thank you very much, Kabiru, not Shakiru, his name is Kabiru. So when these thugs, auxiliary thugs in Ibadan, when they struck, it was the victim that we told you of. So we have been briefed that They are going to, when they killed him, they took his body away. Okay? They took his body away. Now, we have been briefed that they are about to release his body for burial. So I am going to raise up his issue with Oloye Sunday Igboho tomorrow. Whatever we can do towards his burial or reach out to his family, I'm going to raise it up since it is timely, and we hope that whatever we can do can at least show that we wish he's not dead. By all means, we wish he's not, but he is part of the crimes that the Nigerian state is going to answer for, no matter who is in charge of that state or the country at the time. Nigeria will answer for his death in the long run. Same thing with these two young, these two men. They were killed at Oloye Sunday Igboho's house. The day, that was on the 1st of July, 2021. The day they attempted to kill Igboho himself. Yeah, they killed Adogon, that is Adisa. Then you see this Alhaji Fatai. I don't know if many of you actually know that. This Alhaji Fatai on the right happens to be uncle. You can call him an uncle to Oloye Igboho himself. He is actually a family member. He is the last born of Igboho's, Igboho's mom's parents, which means that he is a younger brother to Igboho's mom. He was there to discuss about his business, his car business. He sells used cars and all that. He was there to discuss that when the murderous agent of Nigerian state struck, and he was shot. They killed the two of them on the 1st of July that night. So these are the people that we can no longer replace. Money can't replace them. But if we continue to show love for those they left behind, to let them know that what they did, they committed no crime, but they were murdered. That's what happened. They were murdered by the agent of Nigerian states, and their death will eventually be justice for their death will eventually come. It may slow. They say the wheel of justice may grind so slow, but it is always, always very, very steady. It will get there no matter who or what they have as we speak. So I thought I should bring all of those to your attention before we get down to today's real business. So thank you very much for that. I'll read my comment a brief, and then we can start the full business of tonight. So if you are just joining me, remember, you can still share this broadcast. Do that just for a minute.
Take one family member, two family members, knock on all doors, and make sure that that new registration, because they may not announce to you on time, the BBC you have has expired. Yes. Yes. You need to spread it around in various local government wards and levels. No matter how difficult it is. To me, I look at it closely, and you look at other elections being held, you see that it's diminishing because those cards expired, and they didn't. It's mandatory that you go and register and able to vote and achieve your aspirations. May God bless you and bless Nigeria.
Thank you. So, good evening to you, good morning to you, good afternoon to you from wherever you are watching from. Yes, this is Maiyegun live. I bet you have taken your time to read the caption of the broadcast, read the description, which actually contains other interesting topics as well. So I'll help you if you haven't. Yes, the rider for this broadcast is Abba Kyari to be extradited to the US to go and face the FBI indictment. Many people have been clamoring for that, you remember? I am one of those who believe that this guy has committed murder in Nigeria, mass murder. Going to America for money laundering. He's going to be there for 20 years. That may kind of be a closure for the family members of the victims of the SARS in Nigeria, supervised by this murderer. Now, he is also a drug dealer, a money launderer, and a fraudster, a kidnapper. Is a jack of all trades, a master of all, because he's like the leader of the underworld. He's killed people. People are being locked up. As we speak right now, there are people who are locked up, undocumented, and probably will just starve and die. Nobody's going to know they are there. He should get a sort of a life in jail in Nigeria, now that they have managed to halt him and to hang him, right? But some of you feel like Maiyegun, somebody will release him. No, Maiyegun, make him go to America. Now, Malami said they are going to send him to America so that he can go there and face the FBI in Chicago. Because of him, they postponed Osh Poppy's, judgment to somewhere in May. Now, Malami said they are going to send him back. I want to say something about that before we, on this program tonight. Well. Nigeria has responded into evacuating the trapped Nigerians in Ukraine. Not in Ukraine, those who have made it across the border to different countries, around the Ukraine because of this Russia-Ukraine war. Remember the story in the last 6 days has been so horrific, like really, really terrible and bad. In fact, the bad news of the racism, maltreatment, and this and that segregation of the people of color, black people, during the rush to escape from Russia invasion in Ukraine, well, eventually people made it to the different borders. They made it to different countries. And from there, Nigeria, that initially told their people there that all of you should just defend yourselves or just stay calm and all of that. Well, Nigeria has, they finally got involved, but now, Niger, these guys who made it to that different countries, they are now being evacuated to Nigeria, okay? But before they could do that, they said they are planning to evacuate 5,000 of them, right? But it's going to cost 3.5 billion naira. So we started doing the math. Right? Listen, some of these, they are not in the same country. In Poland, Romania. I don't know if some have gotten to Romania, by the way, but yeah, some are in Hungary and all of them, right? So normal, if you want to buy tickets, one-way ticket to, two-way ticket, return tickets from Nigeria straight to Poland. You have stopover here, you have there, and what have you. Maybe not direct flights. It's going to cost you something between 200, even as bad as the whole thing don't be for now. It will cost you between 350,000 and 450,000 naira. So Nigeria will spend 3.5 billion to evacuate those who made it to those countries. 5,000 of them, they said, right? And that's 3.5 billion. When you started dividing it, it came to each person they are evacuating will cost them 847,000 naira. That is Nigeria factor. But yes, they have started evacuating them. For those, some of you felt like Nigeria, God forbid, I know they go back to Nigeria. Some will go back. Some are already going back. I'm going to share that. So now going down in the further description of this broadcast, you will see where I also mentioned the rumble, that is a rumbling in your political arena. Forgive me, this is Maiyegun's diary political. We cannot pretend that this is not happening, so that at the end of the day, some of you will begin to now sort of express a shock. By the time the shit hit the fan, we track them. We put them in the diary as a record so that nothing shock us whenever they come down, dagger down on their own throats. So I don't hear say, no, besides here, I don't confirm. Dino don't abandon Saraki. Remember that Saraki said he wanted to be president as well. for your 2023 in your PDP. Remember? Well. So Dino with them beat up here and there because of this Saraki. You remember? And he even got choked out from his own senatorial district in Kogi by Yeye Bello, who is now the Lord of the Manor in Kogi, right? People like the guy don't rearrange. He realized that no matter what happened, right? Now Atiku go pay the bill. It seems that everybody is gravitating towards Atiku, and he's not hiding it. He don't throw Saraki under the bus. He says Saraki not do anything. He won't be president, and mouth. Time is going. So you are our leader. We need to follow you. You are story short, Sha. That one they happen. Then I can't beam my searchlight again, enter Ekiti. That was when I saw the plane of Tinubu landing in it's landed in Ekiti. Yeah? Tinubu in Ekiti. Hello. They said that it was there to tell the Yorubas that I need to be your president because of the future of your children. And you know one thing that reminded me? It reminded me of 1999 when they were telling us, I was just a teenager then, probably 16 years old. Well, I'm 38 now, 38 in 2019. That should make me, I don't know, 16 or 7 now. No, I don't know, maybe 19 now. Fuck it, sorry. Children are watching, sorry. But what I'm trying to say is that it sounded like what they told us when I was a teenager. We are getting a democracy and we are fighting for democracy because of the future of your children. I was a child then, right? My future. Somebody said 16. God bless you, Jerry. I was 16. I remember 2019. 16. And I did my WAEC. 2000. God bless you, Jerry. I told you, I was kind of very good in a lot of things, but not addition, subtraction, multiplication. Terrible mathematics. But it sounded similar. Tinubu in Ekiti telling Ekiti, old men and women and the rest of them, I am here to be your president because of the future of your children. Tinubu won't feature. It's not going to feature in that future. You know that. 22 years ago, they were caring for my future. Majority of my own mates, I'm 38 years old. Do you know millions of 38 years old in Lagos alone? Do you know the millions of young people who are 38 years old in Yoruba land today? They are jobless. Because as the economy of Nigeria crashed and shrunk and the political criminals are getting richer and richer, you are getting poorer and poorer. Have you not noticed? How many 38 years old? Some 38 years old. They are either now just but 22 years ago, Tinubu and some of them, Oshoba, Adefarati, this one will be saying you won't know if he's laughing or he's crying. This one from Oshun. What is Bisia Konde? That is now the hype man for Tinubu and co. We are doing democracy because of the future of our children. Our children can have access to good education. How about this and that? Anyway, it was Nekitisha to go and tell them the same thing. Now, to the last part, we are going to take random up when I begin to go back to the start again, yeah? Now, this Sowore thing, right? The last time I raised Sowore, I just told you, I said, Sowore wants to be president, Sowore is our friend, We are not going to be part of any political whatever because we know it's just a charade. It's a waste of time, waste of life, waste of resources. And in fact, to make it worse, it is the validation of the same thing that pushed all of us to this precipice. Most of you nearly hit me. Some of you were grabbing your phone. You are calling. Say, wait, I need to tell Maiyegun. Maiyegun, I need to tell Maiyegun, you are distracting us. That was not the intention. The intention is always to have uncomfortable conversations, sometimes when you feel comfortable. So the bottom line is that I agree with you. Right? It is a pure waste of time, waste of resources, and in fact, validation of what they are about to do in their 2023. But that doesn't stop any of us who feels like they can always support individually. Remember, You are free to do what you will eventually do. What you will eventually do, as we all know. Well, again, I'm going to touch that today before we, So where should we start? Let me say you have managed to listen to me for 30 minutes. Just me telling you what I'm about to do, what I'm about to say, what you are about to watch, and the rest of that, yeah? So that means some of you are indeed interested. Now, if you are that interested, do you want to take a minute before we get started on that of Abba Kyari? Do you want to take a moment and just tap that like under that video? And if you haven't really subscribed onto Maiyegun's Diary Political, right? What about you? Click that as well. Subscribe on there, check your settings, and by the time I get back, ooh, fire. See? Very, very easy. You must have been hearing about the disgraced from, grace to grass, frying pan to fire, super mug or super crook called Abba or Taylor, Pablo Escobar Kyari. But if that confuses you, right? Well, is the arrested and disgraced police officer who was meant to be in charge of rounding up violent criminals who are making a kill in Nigeria, as politicians are milking the populace, milking them and bagging the whole thing and taking them away. This rogue cop was working with the men of the underworld, protecting criminals who are milking and killing the supposed Nigerians that he sworn to protect. Long story short, he got caught. First, it was the FBI in America exposing his relationship with the kingpin of internet scam and fraudster, Abbas, Oshpopi. That didn't surprise many people who actually knew who Abba or Kyari is. They were not surprised. They were just surprised that it lasted this long before everyone actually get to know who he is. Well, while everyone was waiting for his, his exporter to go and do some time, others said, no, you need to probe this guy, especially when it comes to the cases he's involved. This guy lives above his own earnings. This guy is a billionaire cop. How does he make his money? Like every other rogue public officials in Nigeria, politicians and police and all of them. Probe him all. But the corrupt system in Nigeria and those he works for, they have been doing their best to shield him by kind of saying they are investigating him. Police investigating him, they suspended him. But that was just all ruse. The FBI indictment was hanging. The police suspension, the pretended, the fake suspension was supposed to be active. But guess what? Your guy was still running his business. This time around, he was running it as another undercover for the drug cartel. Well, maybe he didn't just start doing it. He got caught by another agency that set him up. Well, long story short, again, they said now he has a case in Nigeria. He's probably never going to go to the America. So many people felt like, government magic. Government magic. Maiyegun, government magic. Look at them, government Maiyegun, don't be deceived though. All these things are staged though because it is government magic. I was like, hey guys, come on. You actually you think you prefer to be called a drug runner, somebody where FBI track for money laundering, working with fraudsters and the rest, and they want to jail him for 20 years in America. And you think setting himself up for RNG drug wherever is going to help him? Me, I don't believe. I say, Maiyegun forgetting government magic. No, they believe anything like that. Now to delay him for Nigeria. Say, okay, well, I respect you and that opinion. But it's too heavy for me to kind of believe that hook, line, and sinker. So, there's another surprise. Malami just came out and he said, you know what? We are working on sending him to America. Let's in America go pay this guy. People are still telling me, Maiyegun, don't believe them. Until they put him on the plane. They put him on that plane, and the airplane landed in America, and we see him in that orange jumpsuit. I said, people calm down. You see, this if it take time, but whatever it is, yeah, this was a guy that was kidnapping young people for money, targeting people, businessmen, women, targeting them for extortion. This is a criminal that, yeah, you know Nigeria is Nigeria, I know. Let this guy go to jail. Let him spend time in that jail in Nigeria. The same place he's been locking many innocent people. Let him be there for maybe, say, no, Maiyegun, I lie. They know. See, like when they said they suspended him, Maiyegun, did you not come here to come and tell us that they suspended him? Did we not tell you that they don't believe them? Is it not after that they said they discovered him that he's been doing side hustle, drug smuggling, selling drug, to the point that the guy they negotiate drug deal for drug agency in Nigeria. Which level now? Maiyegun, we don't believe all these things until we see him inside that jumpsuit where they chain him for hand, chain him for leg. We can't see him post with Oshpopi. We say yes. We know say this one whether they send and go. Now ship one no. But it good. That's a closure for some people. So I think it's good to know that Malami said they are sending him to America. And for whatever that would be, maybe to buy goodwill, it is better you know. And I think you should know. So yes, the people who are trapped in Ukraine, our brothers and sisters who got trapped in Ukrainian war, they have received the government kind of support, even though in Nigeria, politicians, public officials, everyone there who pretends to be helping, yeah, in every sad situation. What they do most of the time is to milk the system, to milk the situation. I mean, come on, Poland there to Nigeria. Although the money, na hairpiece, they say na hairpiece could carry them. Hairpiece has been to Poland. They've given them the clearance to take those who want to return to Nigeria. Okay, and as we speak, it seems that some are already arriving in Nigeria. They've already arrived in Nigeria. But it's going to cost Nigeria 3.5 billion naira, almost 900,000 naira to get each person back to Nigeria. But you know one sad thing? You know the moment you land in that Abuja or Muritala, except if they decided to keep some of you, to hold you small time so that they can use you for photo op, media op, and all those things, Except for that, you are on your own. At least you saw racism in Eastern Europe. You have witnessed it firsthand. You saw what happened, okay? And then many people who felt so angry that even in the face of the war, they are still being racist and all of that. No, be all of them. There were those who actually helped a lot. In fact, those who helped, they are more than those who you saw in those racist stuff. But it is real. You experienced it. In Nigeria, you won't even know what you are going to experience. Maybe not racism, maybe not ethnicism, maybe not religionism, maybe not mentalism. Last, you are on your own.
Some places, they gave you blankets, they gave you water, they gave you food, warm food, and all of that for those horrible experience and all of that. You are back home. The only thing you have is your family who are going to warmly embrace you. Because the moment you land for that Muritala, you are on your own. The rest, you are going to read it on in the news. Nigeria spent 135 billion to evacuate the Nigerians trapped in Ukraine. Very timely intervention. Now, from your inside your parlor, inside your bedroom, you go to scream, say, we shouted the billion. And when you come online and say, these people are mad people. Where did you spend 100 billion to bring us home? Hey, which kind of nonsense be this? That is when you will see the Lagos Abobakus, the Oshogbo Alimajiris, the Buhari Deans, the Buhari Diderins, the Buhari Dinotus, the Imama Poverty, the Daddy Poverty, and every one of them, they will jump on you and say, you see this ungrateful one. Oh, Buhari should have allowed you to die in Ukraine. They brought you home. You are complaining. What's your business? Do you know what you take government? What you take government to bring people from war? Now the Buhari idiot be that. Last, you are going to laugh. Abi, you're going to say, this Maiyegun. How could you describe this so well? Because I know. Nothing they shock us. You know they shock us here. When they say Buhari is shocked. The news of 300 people killed, Buhari shock. No. You know they shock us. Because before they happen, we always kind of tell you. And when they happen, we sympathize. We are not shocked. Buhari idiot will tell you you are ungrateful. Buhari should have allowed them to kill you, Russia to kill you, and the rest. And yeah, you get what I mean? So as some of these people are returning to Nigeria, some people, they pack, they won't go Ukraine. Baba, no joke. Like over 100 people, they besieged Ukrainian embassies in Nigeria. In Abuja, they said they want to go to Ukraine to go and join the Ukrainian army. Some said, Baba, all of them na ticket of a jackpot tickets. Say, well, whatever it is, if na war zone you want jackpot to, Baba, Koloma Shoel, sure you get. So I have this video I want to share with you from Ukraine. From those that have been evacuated. So we have, I think it's this.
They have their own control. We are just leaving this other side. You will never survive. You will stay. Just relax. You are the one with the children, right? After 15 days now.
So they are arranging, those are the ones that are on their way. And then even this, talking about people who also helped to help people get, on board and the rest, to evacuate people and the rest right there. This guy.
But you guys, when you are in the bus, get to know each other really good so you don't lose anyone. Okay. You see, there is one of you guys already using the washroom, right? Oh. Imagine if you leave without him. So get to know each other, don't lose anybody, don't panic. Okay. And I wish you all the best.
Thank you so much.
And in return, guys, listen, tell everybody in the world what you saw here today.
Yeah,
all right?
Of course.
And whenever you see Russian, spit him in the face.
Of course.
Okay?
Of course.
All right? All right.
Okay. Thank you.
One love.
Daddy. Thank you.
Daddy,
do you
have something to say?
Thank you.
Daddy, do you have something to say for people?
Thank you.
All right, no problem.
Everyone.
Okay, I wish you guys safe. And so, how much is the bus? Everybody.
Yeah, there are so many people who have been so helpful, okay, to get people to the proper destination before they could get evacuated. So we have to say great thank you to all those human angels, because they are angels. If you have experienced this, even me watching it on my big screen in my living room, I just feel like, how do you think it feels being there? Put yourself there, close your eyes and put yourself there and just imagine it. 4 days locked at a border where you couldn't pass, and then it's snow. If you know what Ukraine and all this Poland and all these areas are, how cold they are, especially right now. Yeah, even here in Glasgow, in Scotland, it's freezing. Then I can't imagine what it's, there is snowing as well. So there are people who came through for people. We have to say thank you to some of them. Some of them you probably would never probably know them. Yes, they did this because they are called human angels. So thank you. So they are coming home. As they are landing,
some people are queuing in Abuja. They said, if the Ukraine, because as we speak right now, no joke, this is not a joke, because it may sound funny to you, because sometimes some people say that I am funny, and I don't sometimes find it funny, even though it can be cracking somehow. As some people are returning home, some people are getting ready to join the Ukrainian soldiers. As the government of Ukraine, they have now voted. Okay, the parliament in Ukraine, they met for a few minutes, 10 minutes, I think, and they voted that the government of Ukraine can, arm the civilians, one, to make it lawful. And at the same time, if you join them, you can become the citizen after the war, okay, in fighting Russia and all of that. So there are people who are who want to go. And some said that, why are they not doing it in Lagos? I was like, why do you want to leave? I thought many of you said that, Nigeria is great. But why is it that everybody want to japa? I don't know. But yes, we have been reading that over 100 people are trying to apply for the reserved army, Ukrainian reserved army, which is now law in Ukraine as we speak. So I hope you probably are also monitoring that. Meanwhile, let's go to this part. This is the sweetest part. You know that Bokwari is, I don't know if he's still in Kenya or if he's moved straight to London. I don't think he's in London yet, okay? But he left Nigeria, you and your fuel scarcity, anything where you know the face. Is going to be away for 2 weeks. His wife, and then his wife is living, that one lives in Dubai. And just recently, whatever it is in Nigeria, I'm sorry for you, okay? So Aisha and all these, the wives of the state governors, right? They just felt like, oh, we've missed you, Aisha. First lady, it's been a long time. Yes, long life and prosperity. Hip, 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 hooray. The wife of your governors in Dubai to go and see the Nigeria first lady to Dubai. Well, your president doesn't live in your country, does he? He visits Nigeria. That's what happens. So Aisha, after visiting Nigeria, a birthday clash with that. So they had to, it's too much for madam to come here and do birthday. Eh? Let us all go. And from all these your states where all of now, well, bless you. Well, anyway, there's somebody who is coming to help the future of your children, okay? Especially those of you in Yoruba land. Kolu is coming. We saw his plane that landed somewhere in Ekiti. Where I take CMO? It be like not this one. This Ashiwaju Awon Atole. They don't like me saying that. Maiyegun, you can deliver your message without being insulting. I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I probably have hurt your feelings. Have I? Have I hurt your feelings? Ashiwaju Awon Ole. Ashiwaju Awon Agbero.
Aṣíwájú àwọn atọ́lé, Jaga bandit, the Jaga wiri, the Jaga addict. Sorry, I can be very petty when I want to. Sorry about that. If I hurt your feelings. Sorry, man. He was in Ekiti. And it was all on your mandate, Bola, on your mandate, Bola, Sija, on your mandate. On your mandate. In Ekiti, but he did speak where he said, and for the future of your children, if not because of your children, well, why? What do I want to be president for? So I've got everything. I mean, I just want to help your children. I want to help your children. I want to help Nigeria.
Before then, I was the chief financial officer of Mobil Oil. Exxon will be treasurer. It's not a small one. That position is not small. To live for politics. And this man here, was my boss then. He was preparing to retire. He's the only Nigerian in that position. And the Americans, they want me to stay. I said, your country is already good, successful. My people need me. And politics. What we are doing for you, we can do for Nigeria. So we are about to become the director of finance of this company. Don't go. I said no. I want to serve this country. Okay, if we cannot persuade you, we will give you leave of absence. For 4 years, we will not fill this vacant position as a treasurer. If you are not as satisfied, come back. Your job will be waiting for you. I thank God for that recognition. The white man who was our boss, the managing director, Bob Parker, is still alive. They can go to him now and find out. He said, no. But when we spend...
I have people. I help people. You remember that your son, I gave him job in Lagos. I said, you have a job to do for me. I said to him, I said, go and do that job. If you come back, I will give you another job. He's alive. You know, you can ask him. That is why when you see the Lagos Abobakus, the Oshogbo Alimajiris, the humbled slaves, the obedient fools, the sophisticated morons. When you see the crumb eaters, crumb chasers, ass lickers, whore risers, they say Tinubu made people. Not that Tinubu generated 24 hours electricity for Yoruba land. If not because of Tinubu, we will never have 24 hours electricity in Yoruba land. It's been 24 hours electricity for the past 15 years.
Go to Lagos. Nowhere else in Nigeria. We say, not true. Oh, not true. That one we know if fight them. Say, if not for Tinubu, we would not have running water, drinking water. Look at that. He used technology. He gave everybody water. He said, oh boy, not true. Not true. That's true. No. Tinubu made people. Who are the people he made? Isaleko, Barack Obama, Fashola. The same one they called the super minister. The one that was doing this drama for Lagos for 8 years. Lagos State has no drinking water. Tinubu spent 8 years. Lagos has no drinking water. Isaleko Barack Obama. Some said, Baba, come on now. Now, Koko Michael, Albert Einstein. I said, whatever you want to call him. They call him the super guy. They made him a minister. They call him a super minister. Perform what you did in Lagos because he did nothing in Lagos. They made him minister of darkness, minister of potholes, and minister of homelessness. And they say he's a super minister. And within just a year, super minister, Nigeria electricity grid collapsed for the first time. In 30 years, guess what? It only collapsed last in 1985 before they kicked the Olori Buruku Megadi, breeding lifeless mannequin, Bokuari. 30 years ago, they made this Fashola out that this Ashiwaju and Wogbewiri. He made people. He made them rich. And he made you poor. 22, 23 years later, with shaking hand, with shaking voice, he wants to fix the future of your children. No be juju be that. Not the shake for you. The people say this can be a C7. Go koje. Oh yeah, watch.
The president of the Federal Republic of
nígbà tá à ń gbàdúrà ká bọ́ lọ́wọ́ òkú ayé kan tá a sì ń wò páǹbọ̀ ń bẹ̀ lọ wẹ́rẹ́wẹ́ ìwọ ọlọ́run kí lè ṣe wa lórílẹ̀‐èdè nàìjíríà gan tó tún wá gbé kọ́ọ̀lù mìíràn bọ̀ kọ́ọ̀lù burúkú lélẹ̀ abẹ́ ìbí ṣe à ń wò bí kọ́ọ̀lù.
Àfi sùúrù ọmọ ìyá mi, my brother, they will say it is well when things eat man. I say some things fi enter man, make man. Instead of man to cry, it go just this. It go just a laugh. You will decide what you want for yourselves when you want it for yourselves, but you should know what you want for yourselves. Kolu talubi. It's up to you. If you like say na kolu versus Atiku, last it go be. Anything where you like, no, not do. Now, not choice. So that will fix your future. And if your future get killed with that, you, not me. Those who shows their own whatever towards when we said, hey, if you enter this change,
he go enter next devil. Oh. After next devil, now upper devil. Oh. Now the next devil, 70 years old man, next devil they are bringing it now. See, all of now you are queue. But you see, that man where they left now 80 years old man. Oh. The one where they right. Alaji Kolu Talubi. Alaji Kolu Talubi. He's the one running for president. So you get what I mean now? He's the one running for president. So Alaji on the right is 69 years old. He's going to be 70 soon. Ayeleo.
Managing Director, Foundation.
Anyway, I told you earlier, I said I also saw something I thought you should know. All right. And that is Dino, the Canary Dino, comedian Dino. He don't do him again. But this time around, he, the idea is feeling. So he don't jump ship. Saraki, be like say, no, Saraki should go and contest for something else. Now Turaki Adamawa go pay the bill. Now, in his words, though, some people have been debating it. You know what I mean? Now, only Wiki see they show stronger as we speak. Say Atiku no they come anywhere. But as for Dino, and say when Dino don't put him out, song go enter.
For a man who unified this country. When I got in here, some of my colleagues called me and said, Dino, what is happening? I thought you are not supposed to be here, you're supposed to be somewhere else. And I told him that I have stopped following aspirants and I follow candidates. Anybody who have no candidate experience, I don't want to experiment.
Do you hear that? And so there's talk about no principle, no ideology, no nothing, just interest. Tinubu has been going everywhere. Nobody can do a sort of roundup video of what Tinubu want to offer. If you want to go for any public office, every small gathering you have, when you pick a topic to talk about, you have to talk about it because you don't know how far what you are going to say there is going to go. Your policy, your ideas with the people, relating it with people, reactions, and all of them. Now, so politics view, but for Nigeria, Tinubu is coming to town. Yay, day. Atiku is coming back. Atiku is coming to town today. Hey, money don't call. Who are those people in charge of mobilization? Oh, me, I'm going to be in charge of my area. Oh. See, let me tell you something. We are the Atiku supporter from the ages because Atiku get money. Did you hear what Dino said there? He doesn't follow aspirant. Aspirant is Saraki. Well, that's their own business, okay? Just like Tinubu's business is Tinubu's business until it is no longer Tinubu's business, when it will become my and yours business, as we say. However, where's that thing I got earlier? Yeah. So whatever we say, people will still do what they will do. And like I said, every opportunity that politicians have should have been for them telling you what they are doing and what they are going to do. Verifiable things. But it's not always like that. That's why I don't come on my own and do. What can I deal with to myself? Oh yeah, play me something, DJ. Here you get whatever we say, they will still do what they will do. Since we know where this is going to end, what do? We let them satisfy themselves. Whatever you like, you can say, Maiyegun, Tinubu is going to be the next president. You just said, amigo, stop him. Oh, you think Maiyegun is going to stop Tinubu? Oh, God damn it. On the core majority, àwọn kiloti pe àwọn Lagos abobaku. Some of you want to co-brain any brain. It's not me. I don't even have the power to stop.
Waiting I won't do. I can get people to boycott. Yes, I can use my platform to tell people, no, participate in all this charade. Don't validate it. Clear your conscience. It's a waste of time. They know, you know what I mean? I can do that, but I don't feel stop your Tinubu. The people will go stop your Tinubu. They are there with you, sitting with him, flying with him, going everywhere with him, planning with him. Me will be say I'm just waiting for where the, you know, where they say when Peking they cut the tree, when the Peking is cutting the tree in the forest. Now the agbagbas, the elders, they know where the direction, the whole thing, the log is going to fall. That category is where I belong to. I am supposed to be your guardian. Somebody will tell you, hey, I know you are passionate about this. You are confused. You are kind of a disoriented. Nigeria don't happen to you. You know, easy to survive Buhari for 7 years, my brother. No joke. Many people don't get mental problem. They don't even know. So I understand. But guess what? I am just your guiding angel. When you make that mistake, you will come back here and say, Maiyegun, this country is a hell. I say, yeah, I know. This country can never be better again. I know. God will punish all these our apologies. I say, amen. Sorry. Maiyegun, I thought Nigeria will work. Can you imagine? It's okay. We know that it will never. No, it won't. That is why you don't need constitutional amendments. You need a brand new one. And that is what they are afraid of. Having a brand new constitution means you are going to tell them what you want inside that constitution. Some of you are saying, how are we going to do that? How can they? I say, MFE go out too. Even if they print it, if they inscribe how you will get a referendum, if they tattoo it into many of, if they are to tattoo it into your head, so that when you see people, when you see this one, you see it in their head and their forehead, how to get and organize a new brilliant revolution that would lead into getting a new constitution that will address all of this, and everybody can just part with peacefully, even if they implant it. If they put it inside your eyeball, there are many of you that will pretend not to see it. So you will feel it when you get to that point. You will figure it out. That's what I know. You will figure it out. So don't think me, this Maiyegun is enemy of. No. Don't lie to yourself. I'm not enemy of Nigeria. I am. You see me as enemy of your slave masters. Be honest to yourself. Stop lying to yourself. You are destroying your country. You are making nobody can say all these things about their country. We are correcting you. It is not me reporting the rogues in charge. The rogues who don't give a damn about you. The world knows them. Me, I'm just reporting them. Don't lie to yourself. It's not me. I'm not the one bringing bad name to Nigeria. No, not me. All your rogue leaders, all your criminal leaders, the ones that you love differently. This Maiyegun is enemy of progress. You running and you don't lie to yourself. I'm no enemy of any progress. You see, the enemy of your progress are the criminals that you are putting their poster everywhere right now. The one you are putting on your Facebook, the one you are putting on your Twitter. Those are the enemy of your progress. Stop lying to yourself. Don't stop making yourself feel good. Okay? But you are free to do what you're going to do. And stop saying me. Now, me won't stop your Olori Bruku leaders. No, not me. It's not me. It's you who choose your corrupt, rogue criminals for different reasons. And you can kill for them. You will beat me if I miss. Yeah. Some of you, if you get chance, you will beat me because of Tinubu. Why? Meanwhile, I am not the one who is collecting money from Alpha Beta. I am not the one who put Agbero on the street and sacking your life every day. I am not the ones who is in charge of those who are tormenting your life every day. I am living in Glasgow just to remind you of what you are living in. And then suddenly, Nami be the enemy. Say, one ma share. Not share, that's not a question. One share. How can you blame me? You can't blame me. No, you can't. And don't pretend. I don't like this Maiyegun. He's not a real Yoruba or Detunier. See, as old as you are, Agbalagba Oshi, Agbalagba She, Agbalagba Ya, Oniro, Umparo. This Maiyegun is Ota Yoruba ni Maiyegun Odenie. For 22 years. 22 years. Yorubas have been in charge of Yoruba land. Governor, local government chairman, councillors, House of Rep, commissioner, contractor, this, that, those who are doing everything. For 23 years, they are Yorubas. Olodo. For 23 years, Yorubas have no real motorway. No real one. You can say, if you want to see super highways, go to Yoruba land. Oh no, they've got this road networks, man. And they built them in the last 22 years. You don't have anything like that. 22 years, no electricity. 22 years, no proper, no healthcare. In Yoruba land, 22 years, no standard, education, so to say. No standard learning environment for your children in Yoruba. 22 years. I'm not the one who, no be me, they use your money, they become Otumba. I'm not the one who use your money for 22 years to become what is the color? To become to marry many wives and build their mansions and buy their private jet. So why are you talking? Why are you? Those are the Omuales. For 22 years, trillions of your money went gone down the drain. Oponue, because I am now saying that Tinubu, this one, Oja Shirani, if you get brain, now people will get mental problem. We have mental serious or no. Akoiba. Akoiba. Akoibuno giti to now them they do same thing again and again. And they want different results. Baba, all of us no be mental case. So stop feeling comfortable. This Maiyegun is enemy of you. Wow. How? Because I'm telling you that go for it. You will go for it eventually. Go for it. Are you? Then in the next 4 years, you begin to look for another person. Hey, who can help us again? And you will. Then you look around and say, this Maiyegun is how? It's not me. I'm not the one who didn't give your children jobs. I'm not the one who refused to construct your roads. I'm not the one who refused to fund your education. Your children are at home now. University, they can't go to anywhere. I'm not the one. So if you were saying that this Maiyegun, don't lie. Just say, I don't like this Maiyegun because he's talking about Tinubu, my slave master. And we'll be even. I will respect you for that. Say, yeah, bingo. I said something about the person you love. That's why you don't like me. Don't put Nigeria into it. I'm not the one who said Nigeria should not have electricity. Nigeria should not have this or that. You saw those who stole the money. I'm mentioning them. I can't hurt your feeling. So are they hurt feeling? Sometimes I hurt feelings for a living anyway. So it doesn't really make any difference. So, well. Sowore, our brother. Now, this one that they say also sin no your see, but all are very straightforward. We have analyzed the situation of Nigeria, and we all agree that if there is anything next to peaceful dissolution or peaceful resolution of all these differences in Nigeria, right? Nobody should be talking about any election. How can you always make what is meant to be the resolution of all this logjam? How do you always want to make it an election issue? Something nobody will fulfill. Why do you keep repeating it again and again? Repeating it again and again and again, and then expecting a different result? So we then decided that, you know what? If we choose peaceful path, maybe some people should even go to court and challenge it that no election. Do you know there are people who are already on their way to courts now? No election. Yeah, there are people. I know some of you are like, but forget it, Jared. There is no law in this country. It doesn't matter. There are people going there to challenge it. Okay? Yes. But we know the end result. We know, it's a waste of time. And some said that, but if we don't vote, they are going to put their people there. Why do you love deluding yourselves, Oh, okay. Because you have been part of those who join some, let me say some fraction of people who make some few changes politically that helped opposition to outrun the incumbent, and then you feel like you could do that on a large scale. Do you understand that now? That's not how it works. Well, you are good to try. Brilliant for you to go and try. And I think that is where Sowore kind of, some said Sowore should dedicate his time, more of his time, building network of all different groups to make them understand why election is not really the next thing. It's not the first thing. A new constitution can be put together, a referendum can be conducted on it, and all of this can be done within a space of 6 months. But they've chosen election now. And it seems that our own man, Omoyele Sowore, is going to be going it with his, with his own conviction now. And everybody is free to support him personally as we speak. And I'm also going to bring him on Maiyegun's Diary Political sometime soon. Hopefully we can have a direct chat with him, which is what I called uncomfortable conversation with many of us, just to, you know what I mean, to be part of that discourse when that time comes. So I'm going to bring him on sometime soon. But whatever that goes, of course, we are not going to be part of any of their election abracadabra. We'll let everybody do their thing. Let them do their revalidation if they are allowed to. And then we'll wait it out. So while they are busy doing that, we will be busy working day and night to get those who have been in the political state-sponsored persecution, starting with Oloye Sunday Igboho. So we're going to dedicate much of our own resources and energy working and getting around that, starting from tomorrow. Starting from tomorrow. Now, this is where I am going to go make another tea. And I think I should take calls. It kind of feels good somehow. So maybe I should take calls. But if you are up for that, then don't go anywhere. Okay. When I get back now, I will take a few. And then, yeah. But if you are pretty much, you've had enough, yeah, like that video. Don't put thumb under it, right? Just go under the video itself. You will see the like thumb up there. Just click it before you go. And I will be back in a minute to take a few calls before we call it a night for another 30 minutes.
Hello, Baba.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, ọ̀rẹ́ Sowore ló ń sọ̀rọ̀ o.
Ah, nice one. Orúkọ yín o, ẹ jẹ́ káwọn èèyàn mọ̀ your name, sir.
You know now. So I called last time that I told you that
You are already
normally hold
sure,
meetings
so
together.
you should be able to tell us your name because I'm not the only one.
My name is
If I
Daniel.
know,
My name is Daniel. You know, I do call.
I know you do call.
Daniel.
I know.
Yeah.
Daniel. Now you're live. So we actually use Sowore. I mean, I spoke a little bit about Sowore's ambition and this particular new one. Then Sowore's friends is the first caller tonight. Sir, maybe you should fire. Daniel.
Yeah, first thing and foremost, like I always do, I wouldn't stop praying for everyone that have been contributing towards the release of our brother.
We are so grateful to them.
The little that I can do spiritually and financially, I will carry on doing it. I know it will come out. It's going to come out definitely.
Of course.
They can only try.
Mm.
They said that at the end of the tunnel, there's a light.
There's always a light.
And we're going to experience that light for sure.
By the grace of God, thank you.
People like you said, that you're going to bring Sowore on.
Yes.
I think the problem here is that people don't really understand Sowore, and you can't really blame, especially the youth back home. Maiyegun. I'm not a politician, like I always say, but from I begin to to have interest in politics since I've been watching.
Sowore got many people interested, by the way, especially that 2018, 2019 worldwide. No joke.
Yeah. People don't understand him, but when we had meeting with him at 8:05 there, Sowore looks very, he's not a big man. He's just like your size. I'm 6 foot tall. I'm actually taller than Sowore. Yeah. But Sowore is small but mighty.
That's right.
I don't want people to believe me. I don't want anyone to believe me. You don't know what that guy is capable of. Even me, myself, when we the whole meeting for 8:05, they are the fearer. Because when he talks, you feel that maybe, because, for somebody to tour 35 states in the space of how many months before the election. I remember AAC was just 6 months or 7 months old.
That's right.
To have, even though some say we had 30,000 votes, we had this thing. But there are some political parties that have lasted for that 8-10 years. They can't even, they don't have up to 5,000 votes. Something. Where the youth back home, we can't really blame them, and we can blame them. You see, they've subjected these people to fear, perpetual fear. So they just need somebody, there's this thing about, it's not just about the Yoruba. They will say, I want Yoruba or anyone, this or that. Yeah. No, even the Igbos. They are the Barak boy. All the tribes in Nigeria. We have Nope, we have Ijo, we have Edo, we have Ondo, we have Akoko, we have, So I know how all the tribes behave. You understand? So what I'm trying to point out is this. We can call Sowore names. I don't care what people say.
Oh, they do that to him every day, honestly. You would think it's the cause of the problems in Nigeria today.
Comment. You will lose hope. He's a lion. That guy is a fighter. Remember what he did to them at one of the meetings they had at New York then? How many Nigerians can do that?
Not many.
Really? He just killed his brother. The death of his brother. You expected him to, they tried everything to shut him up. You still in this race. You believe that? Sowore is not for one Nigerian. I don't want anyone to believe me. I don't want anyone to believe me.
There are people who actually believe I'm following. Because, I keep saying it that I have supporters of almost everyone out there that people believe in one way or the other. And I actually get to know how to manage them. So speak freely, Baba. Like you said, they don't have to believe, but there are those who are listening.
Not for one Nigeria, trust me. But Sowore is very, very smart. He knows that if we don't get hold of that, he wants to, Sowore's concern, pain, is that 1999 constitution. Without him, without we getting hold of that seat, there's nothing we can do. Maiyegun.
That's right. I know.
Yes, we are for Yoruba. I'm originally from Akoko Edo.
Mm.
My place is on the boundary between and Akoko Ondo. So if I claim Ondo, yes, I'm there. If I claim Edo, yes. You understand? So Sowore is not for one Nigeria, but he can't tell us now. Silly.
Daniel.
If I can tell you that.
Mm. Thank you so much.
We need some.
Let's manage our time. You know what I mean? Because I'm going to speak to other people.
We just want youth to rally round behind him. At least let's push our own there. These ancestors have been recycling themselves since 1960.
That's the question, no?
You're repeating the same thing, and like you rightly said, you expected a different result.
No,
it doesn't work.
Doesn't work that way.
You know, like I always call them, block-headed advanced idiots. You call them sophisticated morons.
Let me take Danny, I was expecting you to round it up. We can't talk forever. You know what I mean? It's over 7 minutes now. You get what I mean? So I was expecting you to round it up when I called your name earlier. But I'm sorry. Let me take other calls, please. Dan. Please, if you are talking, and the moment I mention you, or I try to, like that, I'm just trying to tell you that it's time for you to start coming close to what you are saying. Okay? Please don't feel too comfortable to continue talking. Let's manage the time. I may cut you off without telling you if I feel like, you know what I mean? And I don't want you to take any offense. I'm saying this beforehand. Say what you want to say. Go to it. Let's manage the time. Hello.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Hello,
can you please take me off the phone? I just want to say something.
Oh, no, ma. You know I'm live. I'm taking calls, contribution and all that.
Oh, this is what I want to say. Very important.
Okay, give me a sec. I haven't done that before, and I'm going. Give me
a
sec.
Please, I'm begging you, please. Thank you.
1 sec. I will be back in a minute if you won't mind my viewers. Just a moment, sorry. Sorry about that, guys. It's just an information that was passed to me, and it has to do with Oloye Sunday and all that. Okay, so I understand why she didn't want to say that on here. So sorry about that break. Hello.
Hello. Yes.
Hello.
Am I live?
Sorry. Say that again.
I said, am I live?
Yes, you are. How are you?
Okay. I'm fine. My name is Temitope, and I'm calling from Dallas.
Temi Tope from Dallas. It's a pleasure talking to you. Temi, please, you are live indeed. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you so much for all that you do. You're really doing a good job.
Thank you.
But I want to talk about this Sowore Yoruba campaign issue.
Please.
I don't know. I just have my own contribution. But this is what I'm thinking. Mm-hmm. You know that these people we are dealing with, they are very smart, right?
Well, in their
These
own
people have strategies. Yes, they have plans. Like they know how to use the outcome of any situation to their own advantage. Like they have a plan A, plan B. Like you understand, they build bridges. That's why you see that there is no permanent friend. Dino can quickly move from Saraki now to Atiku. So, and if we are dealing with people like that, we also have to be strategic. Since we don't have any fine print, like this is how we are going to achieve Yoruba nation. What if, I don't know if Sowore will win or not because I'm not God. I'm just thinking, what if he wins? I think we should be able to build a kind of bridge with him. Like, if you win,
not just burn it completely and say, no, we don't want to have anything to do with you and all of that. That's what I'm trying to avoid as well. Not because he can win, but because in the course of building what we call networking among different groups who want different things from this same Nigeria, we should not just burn the entire bridge like some people feel like. But again, it's an open conversation.
I understand that so many people believe that he cannot win, or that because he does not have money, he does not have the influence. But we've been, like for me now, I've been looking forward to that day that revolution will happen. And we really don't know what is going to bring that spark. We've been looking for a kind of united front between IPOB, Yoruba Nation agitators, revolution now. What if this is the thing that will bring all of us together and make us see that we have more things in common than our differences? So if people are waiting that Sowore should blink first, he should come to Yoruba Nation first. Maybe he needs to go through this route again and see. You never know the outcome of these things. So if you bring him here, I think we should ask him questions on, okay, if you win, what do you think you can do for Yoruba Nation campaign? Like, how can you help we only need people that are willing to help our cause.
That's right.
Those are the kind of people we need.
I think I'm with you, Tokwe, because you see what you are saying there is that we should not put our eggs in the same basket. We can befriend those who want to befriend, even if we don't have to publicly attach to it. But at least we shouldn't make it like a public rejection, because this could be what we
and if Ilanomo, I'm sorry, and if Ilanomo do, if they can stop the election, like by going to the court and demanding for a change, fine. If they can't, if the election still goes on, at least we will know we have a kind of,
1, 2, 3 people.
At least we have.
Probably as
that's what I think. That's my contribution.
Thank you so much. You see, I love that, and I actually love the angle you are looking at it from, and that is so similar to mine. Yeah, but it's simply because in the long run, it is pretty much like it's going to end it the same way. But it's always worth trying, especially if Sowore and his team, if they can possibly, I don't know what they have in stock, all right? If they can manage to build this kind of trust that can make that conversation like that possible, then we'll find out maybe it is possible or not. But a very good one from you, Timmy. Thank you so much, and have a good one, okay?
All right, thank you.
Cheers, yeah. Now, let's take another one. This is another caller. Hello.
All hail Biafra, all hail Oduduwa.
All hail Biafra, all hail Oduduwa. My brother, what name?
Adam Malati. Maiyegun General. Adam.
So here we go, Baba. You are live. Sorry, I don't like pushing my luck. Okay, the few one where I know, so I don't say Kedu or Dema.
No, listen. You're doing a great job. You're doing a great job with this.
Thanks, Baba.
You're Agro number 1 of Igbo land.
Oh, I've got so many titles, but thank you.
Maiyegun.
Somebody gave me that one some times ago.
Keep firing on all cylinders. I understand what Sowore is trying to do. The game is rigged. There's nothing. It's like it's a waste of time. The only thing to change anything in that country is to tear it apart, tear it down, and then rebuild from the ground up. And running for president, anything, it makes no difference. These people already know who's going to win or who they want in there. I mean, the efforts of everyone doing, maybe Sowore is trying to do his part. That's fine. I mean, do what you need to do. But at the end result is that nothing is going to work. Even if he gets in and become the president, nothing will work. Any order that he'll give will be rejected because these people have a grand plan, of finalization of the whole country. So let's continue.
Somebody told me, sorry to cut you, right? There's something somebody told me, said, is it not on your program? And that actually got to me, honestly, right? Somebody said, Maiyegun, is it not on this your program that Sowore called their permanent voters card poverty verification card? What changed between that time and now? I was like, okay, I'm going to have to bring him here to answer that. Go on.
Yeah, it's a lot of contradiction. You know, if you notice, being in the zoo, everyone is always contradicting themselves. He might have some good intentions, maybe. I just don't know what, you know, is going through or what strategy he's trying to use. But the end result is that he's not going to succeed as being the president of that zoo. Okay? He should start now clamoring for Oduduwa or any other group thing that he wants to do. But the end result is that in order for anything to work, it needs to be broken apart and rebuilt from the ground up organically, where everyone can now, the consensus, everyone could come together and now decide which way we want to go.
And they can say, we agreed to this one. Yes, we did agree. We had a plebiscite. In fact, we had a referendum before they could put this together. At least for the first time, let's have let them have a book that says "We the People" for the first time, if they can try it.
Exactly. It's not someone that makes up anything and then, oh yeah, just follow this, and everyone like sheepishly follow.
Just follow.
But maybe I don't want to take too long.
Thanks, man.
I'll let other people get on and keep on the good work. Keep fighting. I'm behind
Thanks so much. Yeah, man. You have a good one yourself, right? I have another caller on the line. Hello there.
Hello, good evening, my brother.
Good evening to you, ma. How are you?
Yes, I'm blessed. Thank you. And thanks for tonight's topic. Very interesting.
Thanks.
And on the issue of Sowore, what I will suggest is for Sowore to start advocating for the end of that killer constitution called 1999 Constitution.
That's it.
We all know that constitution is fraud. Lórí constitution tó ṣe wípé we all know. Àwọn náà dey hide there pé it's fraud. And àdèmọ̀ pé constitution yìí ní òrìṣà àkúnlẹ̀ bọ̀. Inú ẹ̀ lèèyàn tó ti máa ṣiṣẹ́ ọdún mẹ́rin. How can you work for 4 years and now start claiming pension for the rest of your life? Níbo ló ti ń ṣerú ẹ̀? Àtàsíkò yẹn ni àbí pé.
Nàìjíríà ló ti ń ṣerú ẹ̀ mà.
Kéèyàn ṣiṣẹ́ ọdún mẹ́rin péré.
Ó dẹ̀ gba pension for life.
Ó dẹ̀ máa gba pension for life. Kó tún máa gba gratitude for life nítorí Ọlọ́run. Níbo ló ti ń ṣerú ẹ̀? Orí constitution yìí náà ló wà. Until we bring that killer constitution, because gbogbo èmi làwọn olórí burúkú ajímọ̀ṣàǹfààní tó wà ní Senate yẹn kò sí ni tí tó bá ní òkè wọ́n dìbò fún Sowore ó wọlé jẹ́ ó máa wà pàwálẹ̀ pẹ̀lú constitution pàyọ̀pàyọ̀ constitution òyìnbó tí wọ́n wà ń bẹ̀ yẹn tó dẹ́rí gbogbo alamọ tó wà láyé Saraki. So àmọ́ nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ gbà yẹn. Wọ́n fi dìtẹ̀ Saraki tó fi lọ. It's still gonna be the same thing. It's like we are going around in a circle.
Catch 22, ma.
That's it. The only thing is still tó wà sensible nísìn kí Sowore lè ṣe ó ní pé kó dúró, because anybody tó bá dúró solidly against that fraudulent constitution tendency pé àwọn èèyàn máa wò pé no. Gbogbo alamọ̀ yìí pé òrìṣà àkúnlẹ̀ bọ tí gbogbo wọn ń bọ òun ni constitution yẹn ní ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ orí burúkú tó ń bá gbogbo wọn títí lọ bá eléyìí tó ní gbogbo èmi làwọn petrol hike tí wọ́n sọ petrol di kíní to the level pé àwọn èèyàn ń jà ní ìjẹta ní Akala Road lórí ọ̀rọ̀ petrol kò dẹ̀ sí nǹkan kan tẹ́nibọ́dì sọ. The government is not saying anything. The workers union won't sorrow. Everybody just kept me. And very soon, and that is a tactic. Láti tún enrich olórí burúkú tó ń pè ní Dangote yẹn. you can imagine oye tí wọ́n tó ń ta cement ní Gambia. Oye tó ń ta cement ní Nigeria. Oye tó ń sọ petrol dà. Ní ìsìn kò ní sọ̀rọ̀. Nígbà tó bá parí refinery, one person, one man controlling the whole economy ìlú kan.
Of 200 million.
Not be juju be that.
That juju is worse than juju, man.
Àdẹ̀túntì ìtọ̀yẹ tán àwọn olóṣì ajímáṣe àǹfààní kan wọ́n kóra àwọn jọ sí Senate ńbẹ̀ yẹn. Their salary àtúnlọ ń ya wá ni. Wọ́n ń jà pé káwọn kan máa gba 30,000. And àwọn èèyàn sì tún sọ yí pé we should vote for Kọ́lú. Ṣé ó yẹ àwọn èèyàn pé ṣá?
Kò possible, kò likely, man. Torí àwọn èèyàn bá dẹ̀ pé dẹ̀rẹ̀, ó ti yẹ yín sìn. Some of them ó ti ní virus ẹ pé tó bá ti spark bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn kò ní ṣiṣẹ́, kò ní function optimally anymore.
And you know what? You see that fìlà tí olóṣì bọ̀bọ̀ Kọ́lú yẹn ń dé káàkiri. You can see the same pattern ní gbogbo ẹ̀. Ó ti so wọ́n mọ́lẹ̀. You can see the change.
Ẹ mọ̀ kan tó dùn mí jù. Nígbà tí wọ́n ṣe aṣọ fún mi láti Nàìjíríà, bó ṣe lọ ṣe mistake lọ ṣe fìlà kan tó lọ fi 80 sí nìyẹn ṣá. Answer line ni tó size mi jù, ó ti yé sí, ó wà ní wardrobe mbẹ́ mi ò lè wọ́ mọ́ láti gbà because of this Kọ́lú, because ọlọ́mọ ẹ̀ka kẹràn mérò, máa ka àwọn èèyàn lórí bú.
You can see pé ló gbogbo filẹ̀. You can see the shackle to one day.
It's like handcuff. If you see it, it's like handcuff. Once you wear it, it's like you put your hands into the two holes. And that's it.
Once people are seeing it, I'm telling you, what to change gbogbo wọn mọ́lẹ̀. Ẹni tó wà ní ọwọ́ tí ò wà, tó wà lọ́fà tí ò fà 22 years ló fi jẹ́ godfather lẹ́kọ̀ọ́. Títí Èkó ò ṣe rí. Òun náà ni olórí burúkú tó wà ní Kano yẹn tó fi sọ wípé àwọn ṣiṣẹ́ 4 days ní Kano. Àwọn tó wà lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ wọn ò tiẹ̀ mọ̀ bó ṣe ń ṣiṣẹ́ 5 days.
Kaduna ni ẹrù fire.
Can you imagine? Owó tí wọ́n dẹ̀ ń pa lẹ́kọ̀ọ́.
Fire lọ́wọ́.
Òun náà lọ́dẹ̀ tún fi ń gbọ́ wọn nínú ibi tó ti ń sọ yí pé wọ́n ń pè wọ́n ní pé wọ́n ń ṣiṣẹ́ kú. Ẹ táwọn èèyàn ò lọ́pọlọ tó ń rò ní ẹ̀jẹ̀ jí torí Ọlọ́run.
Ẹ wò mà, ẹ jẹ́ kí n gbé àlọ́ lẹ́kọ̀ọ́. Ṣe rí fídíò tẹ́ ẹ̀ sọ lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ táwọn èèyàn ti ń nọra wọn lé epo yẹn. Mo ní lọ́wọ́, mo gbàgbé ẹ̀ ẹ̀yin lẹ́rọ mi létí. Fuel scarcity in Nigeria for almost 4 weeks now.
Wọ́n lura wọn tó ṣe pé Lákàlà road láì jẹta. Wọ́n lura wọn bí ìgbà tó fẹ́ kú ni wọ́n ń ìgò ẹ̀jẹ̀.
Ẹ wojú screen yín lẹ́nà, ẹ kàn wojú screen yín fún another 15 seconds. Àwọn lè ní.
Shoot us! What do you mean by that? You want to shoot us? You never right! Shoot us! You're mad! Shoot us! You never right! You never right!
In fact, I've actually mixed it up. That's not the one. But I'm going to take this call and I'm going to put it on. Hello there. Hello, sir.
Yeah, one name, Madu.
No one name. Kedu.
Or them one name, Dino.
Thanks, Baba.
How are you today? You understand the meaning one name, Dino?
I know one. I don't one name Noble. I've never heard that one. But one name Dino. Say that again.
That one name Dino meaning
Dinobi. Yeah. Tell me what's the meaning.
My brother at heart.
My brother at art. Did say?
At heart. Yeah, that's
fantastic. One Dinobu. Good one. I'll hold on to that. Dinobi. God bless you. I'm gonna hold on to that. One and Dinobi. Class one there. Baba, you are live. Let everybody hear you.
Okay. I believe this subject on what people have already been talking about has really ministered to the heart of some people. But most of the times when I talk here, I intend to ask people questions so that you can apply it to your conscience. You know, Sowore he has been a noble and fantastic person. But sometimes in life, you do not know it all. The reason I say this right now is because I want to ask a question. If he wins the election and becomes president, I'm saying if, which constitution will he use in governing the country?
This one.
who are going to be. Then you look at the parliament or the National Assembly.
The composition of their National Assembly.
The composition of the National Assembly. The party, his party. How many seats are they going to be able to control in that party? These are the questions we have to ask ourselves before we do anything. Because at the end of the day, what will happen is that our angel will now turn to the Lucifer if we don't take time.
Overnight. And that constitution will turn you to anything overnight anyway. Go on.
And that constitution is going to turn you to anything anyway.
Just imagine it.
Look at my own ideology of revolution.
Please.
My ideology of revolution has not been different from what we have in Yoruba now or the Diaspora movement. What I am telling people, if you have the voice, if you are a voice for the voiceless, you are the voice for the youth. I expect all of us to come together and agree in one thing. I have said it times to that number on your program.
Many times. That's true. Please go on. Repeat
I've
it.
said it times to that number here.
Yes.
The most successful front that we posed in recent time is that enters this thing, and we see where it's gotten us.
We saw how they drain life out of it as well.
Yes, if we can join forces together and cry about, let's forget about these politicians. Believe me, after Tinubu is gone, another
they will bring another way. Of course, now they never run out of them. They never run out of them.
Yes, another Musta will come up. Ojus Okalu dies today. Another Okoronkwo will come up. The greedy mannequin dies today. Another Hamidu will come up today. What I'm trying to say is the only way we can bury these people and bury them for life is to make sure that that instrument as which they are using against us, we kill that instrument. We disorganize that instrument. With this constitution, even if I don't want to call the name of Jesus Christ, but even the holiest man, which is Papa Abraham, come out today and become the president of Nigeria. Trust me, my brother, nothing is going to move. He's going to
fail even before they do his swearing in.
He's going to fail.
Yeah, so before he's swearing in.
I do not want people to continue to dwell on this issue of Sowore, Sowore, that. But what I'm asking a question: if he becomes the president today, my will, my desire that he can become a president.
Yeah.
But what I'm asking after that swearing in, what happened? I'm telling you, these people are going to impeach him immediately, and that is inside that constitution. They have the power to do that.
They have the power to, yes.
So what are we talking about?
Like, who have that political will to be president of Nigeria and then wake up one morning and say, we are calling for a new constitution, which I'm going to throw to all of you to decide. Do you want a new constitution referendum? People will vote, Abi. They will vote for it. And those who want the new constitution, you know what I mean now?
But under the constitution, but under that constitution, they will tell you it's the National Assembly that they have to vote for it. So what I'm trying to say, if we can deal with NSAS now, I don't want to be talking about.
There's nobody with such political will. Yeah, I would rather go with.
I don't want to be talking about election. I don't want to be talking about election.
I'm with you.
The reason the election is inconsequential. People can fight it and say, oh, without this constitution, there's not going to be election. When the whole world see it, my gentleman, my brother, people will be ashamed. People will be ashamed. So the best thing is, watch that our dirty linen before the public, before the whole world. And let's see what the whole world will talk about.
Sure, man. Thank
you. I know the world cannot help us, but we will have to help ourselves.
We'll get their attention eventually, of course. I like that, Osita. Thank you very much, Baba. Let me take one last call, and I can call it a night. I know so many people want to call in, okay, tonight, but I am also managing the time. I have suffered late night broadcast so much that I've lost half of my viewers, but it is convenient this way if we manage it. So I have a caller. Hello.
Hey, Maiyegun,
Awamo Tojo, Maiyegun Diary, Naimbi number one.
Naimbi number one.
Bless you, Baba. How are you?
Good evening. Yes, fine. Jude Losoro. This is Jude Easy. Only
Jude. It's been a long time. It's a battle. People don't know that it's a battle to actually get on to get connected. And when I speak to the old, old dogs, the old veterans, I know what it feels like, Baba. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm doing well. Maiyegun,
Sir?
I have a question.
Please.
This question, I want all Nigerians, home and abroad, to answer this question.
Yeah, hearing you.
Because I live in New Jersey, in the United States of America, and I ran for office against the political elite, just the way Sowore ran against the political elite.
Back in Nigeria.
Now, back in Nigeria, people like myself and Sowore, I think we can both relate that one of the challenge we have is that the same people that we so desire to help are not fully with us, which is heartbreaking. Like the other caller said, we're not united. Sowore said the exact same thing. We're not united. Biafrans, Oduduwas, the Revolution Now movement, everyone is doing their own thing. No one is coming together to say, what do we actually do?
Yeah, when it comes to us doing things together, we tend to agree that we are victims of the rotten system. We all agreed, right? But when it's time for us to do things together, we just never find that common ground. But we just love doing it separately, and we treat ourselves with suspicion and all that. So I get you, bro. Go on.
So to my question, they say that, like people would say that if they don't give you a seat at the table, you bring a folding chair, right?
Yes.
So we can also use the other analogy that, look, if you are in a bus and the bus is going to several stops, and you're not satisfied with the bus making those several stops before your own final destination, rather than what people would normally want to do is to leave the bus, to get out of the bus. But rather than do so, why don't you take control of the driver's seat? So which means, in other words, basically what I'm saying is,
I'm with you.
Why is it that Nigerians who are criticizing this political elite in Nigerians are fleeing Nigeria for this political elite? Why are they not the ones running away from Nigeria for us? Why are we the ones fleeing? Why is it that Igbos are the ones who are trying to break out of Nigeria? Why are Yorubas trying to break out of Nigeria? Why is the folks of Sowore clamoring for revolution now? Why is Atiku, Tinubu, all these corrupt politicians, why are they not fleeing from Nigeria? It should be that way, not the other way around. So that's my question. Why? Why are you, why you, why me? Why are we?
It is by choice or it is by coercion. I wouldn't say it's coercion. If you have interacted with our people one-on-one, and you can put the number of people you've spoken to, multiply them by 1 million just in your head, and imagine that what they have told you personally, their views of politics, economy, and others, right? Even as it affects them directly, you probably realize that it is by choice for Nigerians to be that way.
Even this upcoming 2023 presidential election, it's the same thing we are saying.
That's what I'm saying.
Whereby the so-called political elite, the corrupt Nigerians, are the ones participating in our politics. And we, the good ones, are running away from participating in the politics. It should be the other way around. They should be the ones staying away from politics because they are corrupt, because they're crooks.
That's why she always said he was going to retire
qualified.
them. But rather than retire them, they tried to jail him. They tried to kill him. It's unfortunate.
So what's the way forward, Egmont?
Well, the way forward is that somebody once said on Maiyegun's diary political, he said, we all call for revolution, revolution, revolution. The revolution people are calling for is physical, right? Which everybody believes that is going to be spontaneous. What about revolution of the mind? A revolutionary mind will be a restless mind, okay? A revolutionary mind is restless. And if you have a revolutionary mind in millions and you have restless minds in millions, you may have what you're asking for in your hands before you know it. So I chose the, what do you call it? I chose the other one, which is intellectual revolution, which people say we should deal with more by attacking the subconscious mind where they store that fear, where they store those memories, where they store those jaundiced, manipulated visions that some of them are using to argue that Nigeria will still be better, even when you say, well, you are doing the same thing again and again. You get what I mean? So we need to revolutionize minds. Because listen, so many times we say poverty, 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 Baba. You have seen people who have no reason to be poor. Like you have people who are rich, they are well-to-do, educated, and you listen to them about Nigeria, their views, and you are more disappointed than when you listen to that illiterate who can't read or write, who don't know much. And you are like, what the hell? This man is all right. I can't really say this is poverty. This is a kind of a conditioning. So we need radicalizing minds, putting, kind of repeating ourselves on things that will continue to shape the subconscious. That's what I do. It takes time, Baba. But you see, when people now call me and say, Maiyegun, I used to be a Buhari didn't. Some of you don't know that. That's an evidence of what I am doing. When we now have revolutionary minds in millions, they will be restless. Revolutionary minds don't take shit. They don't tolerate it. They can't rest. They can't keep quiet. Now, if you have them in millions, Baba, what you are asking for may be in our hands before we know it. Now, that journey.
I pray that me and you will be alive to see it.
We will be alive. We will be alive. You don't know. See, we have done so much change of mind, so much of education that we give ourselves credit for, Baba. Honestly, like we have done so well, but we hardly give ourselves credit for it because the rot is so deep that every effort we are making is just like a pin in the sack or a drop in the ocean. It doesn't make much difference, but it will take time and we will get there. And I'm not in a rush, guy. We believe that we'll get there. But I get where you are coming from. Before we go physical, we need to revolutionize minds. If not, people will just fight blindly, and rogues will hijack the fight. And the people you chase away, they will be replaced by another rogues that are worse than them. Do you get that now? But if you have revolutionized minds, people will be very conscious. They will be planning. They will be I don't know. Maybe I'm just thinking too much. I've been reading too much books. But I believe that
your point.
It's a matter of time.
Yes, and maybe down the road, you might want to consider leading the like-mindedness, those that are
we'll discover ourselves. We'll find ourselves.
And leading us to endorse a candidate in this 2023 election, if possible.
We are staying away, Baba. See, we are staying away. My people wanted to hit me raw because they thought I was trying to, and I was just trying to say, listen, and what I was trying to say that time, many people have said it tonight. They said, why don't you not put all your eggs in the same basket? Why don't you just be here and there? But again, Sowore will resolve that himself. I won't take bullets on political whatever, especially when it concerns that election. We are staying away. And we mean that because we know the end of it. We are staying away. So, Baba, you're my last caller, right? So I appreciate talking to you.
I appreciate it.
Thanks so much. Nice one, Baba. You have a good one there. Cheers, man.
Yes, well.
Nice one, Baba. Awesome. So, sorry, guys. I know many people would like to call in, but my time is up, right? Tomorrow is another day, and I promise you I won't skip on you, okay? I won't. I'll do my best to be on tomorrow, and then we can have this chat again, continue from where we are stopping. So thank you so much for spending your night with me. It's been so wonderful, and I bet you enjoyed it. And if you did enjoy it, right, like that video before you go, share it if you haven't, and And if you're just joining, you can watch again. That's the beauty of it. I know you would love to be part of the room where we are so many in the gathering, but you came late to the party. But it's still a pleasure anyway that you could stop by. So thank you. I'm going to see you some other time, which is going to be when you see me next. Thank you, and I'll see you some other time. Good night.
Àní ẹ̀sùn Saraki. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn Saraki. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn Saraki. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn Saraki. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn Saraki. Maiyegun ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Àní ẹ̀sùn Saraki. Maiyegun ti dé. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Àní ẹ̀sùn Saraki. Maiyegun ti dé. Pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Àní ẹ̀sùn Saraki. Maiyegun ti dé. Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ. Àní ẹ̀sùn Saraki. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá. Àní ẹ̀sùn Saraki. Maiyegun ti dé. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Àní ẹ̀sùn Saraki. Maiyegun ti dé. Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú. Àní ẹ̀sùn Saraki. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn Saraki. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn Saraki. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn Saraki. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn Saraki. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn Saraki. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn Saraki. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀. Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn Saraki. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn Saraki. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran. Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o, ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣà ìtú wọn síta. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn Saraki. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn Saraki. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran. Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Maiyegun ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́run sọ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. Lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. Bọ́tà ń lé ibo níṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀gọ̀ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́, ó ti jọba lórí abínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ fòyà. Àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkan ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o, ó kó ẹni tó bá dán wò á kàmù. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn Saraki. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn Saraki o. ẹ̀yin bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran.